Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a first impression on this Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation SPF 15. I hauled this a little while ago and I've been wanting to do a first impression in ages. I've just been doing like other first impressions first for some reason. I guess because this is a really pricey foundation, I figure like most people like to kind of see the more affordable ones or like the regular high-end foundations rather than like luxurious quality pricing foundations. This is crazy expensive, so I am praying right now that it works for me. Yeah, I've been dying to try it, so I wanted to do this first impression today. I'm really sorry, I was going to do a drugstore one today because my last couple have been high-end, but yeah, I've just been dying for this. So yeah, this is the Traceless Perfecting Foundation in number 4 Bisque. You get 30ml, it's SPF 15. The packaging's really pretty to look at, but I said in my haul, like it's kind of weird, it's like a plastic, it's quite like, I don't know, jiggly, and it doesn't feel like amazing quality, if you know what I mean. Like it's really pretty and functional, but yeah, I just kind of expected like glass packaging or something for the price, you know what I mean? But on the flip side, the packaging is better for travel because it is a little bit more lightweight. Hopefully the colour matches me. I did put on some fake tan because I had a look at it this morning. It looks quite dark, so hopefully it kind of matches. I'm going to do my normal thing and prime half my face. I'll list some more of my first impressions down below if you want to watch more after this video as well. So I'm going to use the One Step Correct by Stila on this half of my face. So the packaging for this foundation, you twist it and the little pump pops up. So I guess, oh, it comes out really easy. It's quite thick. It's not like the thickest foundation I've ever used, but it's not runny by any means. I'm going to do a couple of, oh, the pump's a little bit dodgy at the moment because it's brand new. Just did about 2 pumps there, I think. And today I'm going to use a flat top face brush, by xoxo Beauty, to apply it. So I'm going to go on the non-primed side first. Please match me. Oh, straight away I noticed the smell. Strange. I don't really know what the scent is. And it feels really wet in my brush. Like, damp feeling. It's really weird. So the coverage, considering how thick it seems, I felt like it was going to be like a full coverage, but it's more of a light to medium, I feel. And I've almost used up all of that product on my hand already. It's quite hard to blend on this non-primed side. Hopefully the primed side is a little bit better. I just feel like it's kind of clinging to my skin. And it's really like clinging onto my brush as well. This might be one to use with a beauty blender if anything. The finish is kind of like a natural satin kind of finish. It's not completely glowy, but it does have a bit of a shine to it. So that's how it's looking. It does look really good. Now that it's kind of like sunk into my skin, I can see why it's called Traceless, because it doesn't look like foundation. It really just looks like skin. So far so good, minus it was kind of weird to apply. It feels really tacky as well when I touch it. Like real sticky, but it doesn't really transfer. It just feels sticky. It's strange. Okay, so I've put on another couple of pumps on my hand. I think my brush is like soaking up some of that product. Okay, already on this side of my face, it's going on so much more even and easily. Like it doesn't feel as like tacky, not tacky, it doesn't like drag my skin as much as on that unprimed side. It still is a little bit tacky though, don't get me wrong. Like when you blend it out, you can like feel a bit of resistance with your brush. It's really strange. So I'm just adding a little bit more product to the areas of my face with some redness. It's layering up really well. It looks really pretty. I feel like those of you out there who like a really natural kind of appearance to your foundation, like not cakey, not thick looking or whatever, this is so far so good. Like it really does just look like my own skin, if you know what I mean, minus the fact that it's a little bit patchy-ish. Do you guys reckon? I think it's just the colour. I think I probably picked a colour that's a little bit too dark for me. I really love the way it looks. I'm just a bit confused over the application, but I can try a different application next time and see if it's any better. The actual product itself looks really nice. I think this colour will look really good once I've like rinsed off my tan. I just tanned today, so I've got that weird colour guard on. Well, not weird, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit off. I might just put a little bit down my neck. Okay, so once I have that buffed all over my face, it is a really good coverage. I'd say it's like a medium coverage now. I could probably build it up to a full coverage, but I'm happy with how that looks. It does feel sticky. Like on my eyelids, where my crease is and my eyelids, I can like feel it. Every time I blink, it's like really sticky. Again, it doesn't like transfer, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm going to go away, conceal under my eyes and conceal these zits, and then I'll powder, and then I'll come right back and we'll do a little bit of a flash test. I have fluff up my nose. So this is how it looks once set. Under my eyes I used the Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Natural. On my breakouts I used the NARS Honey concealer, which is a little bit orange, but it worked out okay. It was just close to me. And then the powder I used was Studio Fix by MAC in C3. So I am in love with how my skin looks right now. It looks flawless and it has just the right amount of like a kind of glow. Like it's just got like a really natural finish. It does look like skin, although now once I put on that powder it does obviously look a little bit more cakey because, well, not cakey, but it looks more like makeup. Do you know what I mean? Before, with just the foundation, it looked like skin. Like maybe it's not supposed to be set because it does stick and it doesn't transfer. However, that sticky feeling was just like driving me mad, so I would personally still set it anyway. I guess it would just be personal preference, so you can keep that in mind. Okay, we're just gonna do a quick flash test now. Considering the fact this has SPF 15, the flashback is not terrible at all in my opinion. Pulled this down so you can kind of see, like, I don't know, like it might have made my skin half a shade lighter, but it wasn't, you know, terrible. If you are wanting a foundation for photography, it probably still is safer just to go with something that has 0 SPF in it. But if you do like the look of this foundation and you happen to wear it out to like some occasion that you might be getting flash photography, it doesn't look terrible in my opinion. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So the time is 11:30. I'm gonna go film a makeup tutorial now and I'll come back in a few hours and we'll see how it's going. See you soon. Hey everyone, so I've done my makeup now. I just wanted to show you a quick close-up of how my skin looks now that it's kind of sunk in a bit. It's been almost an hour. So here's a close-up. I think it looks so good. The only thing is it's kind of sunk into a few pores around my nose, just down here. Can you see that? So I would probably use one of those like pore filling primers or smoothing primers or something. It's not noticeable until I'm very close. You can see it just there. And you can see them on my actual nose as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera, but you can see like little dots where my pores are. It's so weird because I don't usually have that problem. Oh no, look. Sit your ass down. Anyway, I am incredibly pleased with how my skin looks, just like looking at it. I think it looks so pretty. I thought I'd show you that just in case you do have big pores, because my pores aren't too bad. So if you do have like a pore problem, I don't know if this is going to be for you. However, if you do use a smoothing primer, it would probably help improve that appearance anyway. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, I'm going to continue with my day. I'll come back and talk to you soon. Hey guys, don't mind me if I'm like squinting. It is ridiculously like bright outside. It is now 3:45 p.m. So it's been over, what's that, like 4 hours. Don't mind my eyeliner, I just noticed it smudged. I had a really watery eye earlier and obviously that happened. Anyways, just an update on the foundation. It's still looking beautiful. It looks so beautiful on the skin, like, don't you think? It has sunk in some more around this area of my nose. It seems to be attacking these pores on my nose way more than anywhere else, which is really weird. It hasn't sunk into any expression lines on my forehead, which is really good because that's kind of like a common problem I've been having lately. It hasn't faded anywhere. It looks so good. So I'm going to come back a couple more times. I'll come back in a few hours and then later on tonight and we'll see how well it lasts throughout the day. So far it's definitely a thumbs up from me. I would love to experiment with the application a little bit more though. But yeah, I think it looks so good. Hey guys, it is now 5:30. Don't mind my eye makeup. I got a serious wave of hay fever and my eyes were watering like crazy and my eyeliner went even worse than it was before. And we just went for a walk. We went for like a 40-minute walk, just walking the dogs and stuff, and it is so humid and hot outside, so my makeup's actually done pretty well considering I feel so sweaty. Like, I'm just gonna go like this and see if there's any sweat. Actually quite good. Like, it's barely even transferring onto the tissue. Like, that's my lipstick there, but look, like, it's really solidly stuck on there. It's a lot better at sticking to my face and it's like a lot more long wearing than I thought it would be for some reason. I don't know why. Even in my eyebrows I'm sweating and like you can this is so gross. You can see, okay, you probably can't see it on the computer, but you can see the sweat in my eyebrows, yet you can't see it on my face where the foundation is. I can barely talk. So like, it's stopping the sweat from coming out. Now both the primed side and the unprimed side looks the exact same so far. This is the primed side and the unprimed side, so it sticks well without a primer as well. It just definitely applied better with the primer. It went on a lot easier, it was easier to blend and everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this eye makeup. We're like going out to play some golf now and go out for dinner and everything, so I'm just gonna look a bit crazy with my crazy eyeliner. My eyes are like being so sore today, like they're all red and itchy and stuff. I'm just not feeling the best, but that's okay. I was like, hey Mish, how am I gonna finish my video? My makeup is like falling off, and he was like, just don't do it. I was like, hey Mish, I need to finish this video, it's a first impression. So here's a close-up of my skin. You can see just in here what I'm talking about. See you soon. Hey everyone, so it's almost 8:20 right now, PM. Got my ISO cranked up on the camera. So this foundation has been on for over 8 hours, which is a really good amount of time, and I 100% think that if it was not humid today, that it would have lasted even longer. Because it's so humid, my face is being really sweaty, which isn't really a normal situation for me here in New Zealand. Like, we do get hot weather, but usually my makeup kind of stays on fairly well. But today it's just been like smoking hot. Like smoking hot. I did get sweaty on my forehead, but the makeup stuck there. It just kind of melted off my mustache and around my lips. Can you see? It doesn't look terrible though, but I mean, it's still wiped off, so. It hasn't faded at all down here, which is really good, because if my foundation fades, that's where it fades first, where my redness is. Both sides are fine, so primer, no primer, it still stays. And the melting around my nose and the visibility of my pores hasn't gotten any worse, and it hasn't sunk into any lines or anything anymore. So if you're the kind of person that does touch up, you'd be perfect as well, because you could have just touched up that area around the nose with a little bit of concealer or something, but I just didn't because I wanted to see if it got worse throughout the day, but it didn't. It just kind of like melted a little bit in that heat and then stayed there. So overall, I love the way it looks, I love the way it wears. I'm just not 100% on the application, and like the stickiness is really weird to me, but once I set it with powder and everything, it looked really nice. So I mean, I would get myself past that. Is it worth the money? I mean, you could definitely find cheaper foundations that are just as good, if not better. But if you are into trying out like luxurious brands and everything, if you love Tom Ford as a brand and you have the money to spare, I would definitely recommend giving it a go, because I really enjoy it and I'll definitely continue to use it. I think it's a really beautiful finish, really beautiful coverage. That's my little review. I think it looks beautiful. I would love to try it out with a little bit of a pore filling primer as well. And I just realized I was wearing sunglasses and it didn't even leave a mark, which is unheard of. Oh, that side it did a little bit on the unprimed side, but you can barely see it. It's not as bad as normal, where usually you have like a puddle where your foundation's like melted off. I really like it. I think I might wear this tomorrow as well. One thing I do like about this packaging as well that I forgot to mention is it's that kind of sucks up, so you don't waste any product. Best foundation packaging ever. I don't know why every foundation doesn't come like this. I think it's the best. Anyway, if you've tried this foundation, let me know what you thought of it down below. Let everyone know what you thought of it. Also, let us know what your skin type is so we can kind of compare. My personal skin type is normal to dry. At the moment it's very normal, and today it was slightly oily because I was sweating. Considering like how sweaty I am as well, it's not too shiny. It held the oils down quite well. Like, I could definitely do with a little bit of a blot, but it's not too bad at all. So yeah, that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it a little bit entertaining, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye. So without further ado, I'm just gonna jump straight in and get started. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you how much they cost first. So I'm reading this off someone's blog. They said they cost $20 US each, or $24 Canadian. Not quite sure how much they cost in New Zealand. With the packaging, I have to be honest, at first when I first saw this, I thought it was absolutely hideous. It's like an elongated